Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room recap for Tuesday, January the 10th. My name is Barry Anderson. I'm the moderator of our trading room. This is the address to get into the room. And I get live on the mic between 9 a.m. and up to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this is a free room. I share my screen all day long. And if you've been in the room today, you know a lot of us had just fantastic days. This was my big winner. There is another one that's on, in fact, this is sort of a double winner for me, but GNVC. Now, of interest, now this did a reverse split. I don't know when it was exactly, but it relatively recently did a reverse split. And I don't know if you guys are tired of me talking about reverse splits, but I'm going to keep hammering the point home because, you know, a lot of the people are in this one right now. This did a reverse split yesterday. They made an announcement not that long ago. The stock was really doing nothing most of the day. They made an announcement, and look what's happened. And this is what we're seeing. This is why, we're really following these ones that do reverse splits. This was the after hours action yesterday. And, some kind of a deal they did with Washington University in St. Louis. And so of course, we're watching this in the pre-market. So this is yesterday's action after hours. This is right here. Right here is where the pre-market starts. So, here's where it's closed. So it's a big gap up. So of course, we're all watching it. And I ended up taking this trade at, let's see, I took the trade at 812. Now, of interest, why I really got into it, because, at some point I'm thinking, well, this is just a chase. But the Alpha Predator, look at that alert, 9:30, right when the market opened at 785. So I thought, you know what, I'm getting into this. And I found a way to get in at 812. I'm just put a mark right about there. Yeah, it's close enough. 812, I mean, look what it did, 1047. Now, I didn't sell everything up there, I sold some along the way. In fact, I'm sorry, this is what happened. I actually got whipped out of this trade a little bit early. I got out at 836 and then 812 on the way down, and then look at it came back down, and then remember, these are 15-minute candles, so maybe if I get to a 5-minute, it might be a little more clear. Yeah, so got in here. Bottom line is that I actually re-entered the trade at let's see, so that was 812. So I re-entered the trade at 839. And this just whipped up, came back down, but it whipped up. I got out of this trade, most of it. This is confusing to me. I'm trying to figure out what the candles are. But bottom line is, got out of the most of it at 1018 from 839. I did sell some at 880 and then at 1018. Now, I did get back into this trade. I watched this forever right here. It was trying to get through 8. I actually took the trade at 813. 809. I took the trade at 809. I know, a little bit confusing. And I actually got stopped out. Probably was right around here. Took the trade at 809. I got stopped out for a 15-cent loss at 794. And it was this candle here. I was a little upset because, I was typing in my buy, and I vowed I would never do that on a fast-moving stock. People hear me in the room. They know when I get in. I like to post the trades as soon as I can, but in a fast-moving stock, this cost me because normally I would have taken some quick profit here, and then I could have withstood this and at least sold break even on the way down. As it turns out, I lost 15 cents. However, I persisted. Was waiting for a really solid 8 break. Got in again at 813. Right, that's close enough. 813, close enough. Here, and I got definitely rewarded. It almost immediately popped. I took some out at 847. I took some out in case it, tried to break through 9. It didn't quite. Took some out at 888. I still have some left. So in case this pops. Now, I am out of another one here as it's starting to fall down, the signal. Um, so as I was doing this, I had to stop. So I'm out of signal now. What a great trade again. I mean, let me just okay. So this one this one also popped into the alpha predator at 11:22, all right? But look at the time. It came in at noon, right at noon. So let's take a look at noon. Actually, why don't I just so there's where the alert was, okay? But look, it fell down. Now this one is a crazy one. Only 500,000 shares in the float. And I don't even know what the news was, but this is what can happen with with stocks that have so few shares that are in the float. And so we got the alert at 11:22, so whatever been at the high of this candle. And but I waited just a little bit and look what happened. It started to fall down, and I basically said to the room, if this gets back up to that level again, maybe taking out 11, I'm going to get into this trade. And that's exactly what I did. Got into the trade at 11:20 just before it broke. I was able to get some, this was well, it's close enough. 11:23, close enough. And look what it did afterwards. So I sold some at 12.99, 13.50, and I'm out on this candle here at 14.10. So just a great trade. Now this is one that I really think we probably have to watch tomorrow. I mean, this is its first day, and I believe this is another one of those reverse. It has to be one of those another reverse splits. I'm out of the GNVC, all out of it now, as it's okay. I, I'm trying to do a couple things obviously at the same time. I'm trying to do the video and I'm watching the positions I'm in. So I'm all out of the GNVC. Let's get to the 15-minute candle here. I'm all out, and that was at 8:53ish. Okay, so I'm all out of the GNVC. Wow. Where was I? So on the signal, this might have a second day. Now you might say, well, how can that possibly happen? I mean, this is like how much more do you think something like this can go? Take a look at ETRM. Now, a lot of us in the room, I did not play this one today at all. In fact, let me just show you what I have. But first, I just want to alert you to the fact that 4 days ago, 4 short days ago, this was a $2 stock and it hit $30. Again, now it's not a super low float. I mean, 50 million in the float is not low, is not high, but it's not like a 500,000. But nonetheless, this is the sort of stuff that can happen. So that's why you just can't say, well, on a signal, it's obviously over. You just never know. So I'll be watching this one for tomorrow for sure. On the ETRM, this is my little tale of woe. I wanted to get into this one. And this is all the pre-market activity. Great action. Of course, we're watching it. It pulled back, and I had an alert. This green line, if you can see that green line there, I had an alert. I figured, okay, here's the pullback. If it takes this out, I want to get in. And it just went way too quickly, and I just couldn't get in, and I just couldn't bring myself to to chase it. And look what it did. But anyway, now the other one I'm still in is this a BIOC. A lot of us are in this one. I'm in this one at $1.27. An alert or a mark right there, $1.27. So why am I in this one? Well, this was a Holly trade yesterday that really didn't work out. I mean, it did nothing. I think the alert was at around. This was a Holly trade yesterday. The alert was around. We'll say $1. You see, it went up to $1.05. I actually got into this one and I sold. I think I got in at $1.02 and I sold at $1.02, and it really did nothing. However, what I am doing is I am tracking the Holly trades for a while. By that I mean, I'll take the Holly trades today and I will add them to a symbol list, and so I will be tracking the Holly trades, not necessarily just the day before, but maybe several days. And so, of course, I shouldn't say of course, but BIOC appeared right here at $1.07. So I thought, okay, it's starting to get in play here. Now, I didn't get in. I got in very, very late. Very, very late. But again, if you take a look at the daily chart, it had now down here, this is where I'm in. So you look left, and it's got maybe some resistance here, but I was really looking at this area as being the big resistance area. So on a percentage basis, that's a great potential void trade. So let me bring back the 15. So I'm in here at 127. I did sell some at 137 on this quick pop, and then I sold some up here at 154, and I'm still holding on. Now, I probably will not swing this one because I don't like that resistance at $1.70, but we'll see. I mean, we'll have to see how this ends up. And let's see, what else? Yeah, I had another trade in a TWOU, another Holly trade from before, very minor. This one was a big disappointment for me, Zine. It was a Holly alert. The alert was at 889, all right, and a nice little pattern right here. Got into the trade. I waited for the break of the whole number. A little bit long on this one, and I'm in at 1912. Oops, sorry, got to put the mark on it. I'll find it. There we go. So I got in here, but this action here unfortunately knocked me out. And I, got in at 1912, and it had the nice little pop to 1927 and up to 1935, and I resisted taking any, and I got out as it was coming down. Now it completely recovered, and then I just didn't get back in. But I mean, look at that move, 2036. That's over $1. So that was another disappointment. The ETRM that I missed. That because it went too fast, and the fact that I didn't get back into this one, or perhaps I think what it really did, I had too many shares. I really should have taken some profit in this area. That would have allowed me to, maybe hold on. Though I mean that's going below the whole number, and that could have just sunk. So more than likely, I would have taken a little bit of profit, and then I would have got out maybe for a little loss or flat on the second bit. But anyway, that one did work out well. I know several in the room did take that. All right. Well, again, a spectacular day in our room. A lot of people doing well. If you haven't been in our room before, there were no strings attached. This is a free room. You don't have to give us a credit card or anything. And if you're wondering why do we have a free room, well, we do use the room as a I suppose marketing tool for our product, because I'd like to think that if you're in the room long enough, and some people, it takes them several months before they take the product, that you see what we're doing, but you should want to be able to do all this on your own. You should want the product. You should want to be able to spot things on their own. I don't mean trade on your own, because come into the room. We've got some fabulous traders in our room, and most of us have the program, and we're all helping each other. So that's really the basis for why it's free. There are no strings attached, but I mean, ultimately, if you want to become a good trader, I think you need a tool, and this is a fantastic tool for you to have. So I open the room at about 8:45 Eastern Time, of course, and I get live on the mic at 9 and up to 4 p.m. Eastern Time. The day the Dow hits, in fact, no, it won't be today. The day the Dow hits 20,000, if it does, I will be in the room up till 4 anyway. All right, well, thank you very much for listening. A bit of a long-winded one today, but it was definitely exciting. So I hope to see you in our trading room tomorrow. Bye-bye.